Right everyone, welcome back to another video. The date today is the 24th February and we're going to be going over this trade I took live on TikTok. So this was a very clean trade and I'm going to break you down right from the high time frame all the way down to the low time frame and how I framed my entry. If anyone was in the TikTok, right, and you saw me take this live, then feel free to comment down below just so everyone knows I'm not lying about it. So yes, let's crack into this. So first we need to go here. This is the daily time frame. And I'm going to make this, I'm going to get rid of every single drawing view just to make it so much easier to understand my thought process and what I was thinking for the day, right? So in my Discord, I said this is exactly what I said. We had this SMT here, right? And we're also inside of this internal range liquidity pool, right? SMT was with the Dow. As you can see, right? If I show you the correlated assets, what did the Dow do? The Dow swept out this correlated low here, just like this, right? And that is the SMT. So this is before New York AM, right? We had this SMT down here. I understood that we had actually inversed this 4-hour fair value gap, right? So from there, we can go down to the 1 hour. And what do we see on the 1 hour? We want to start seeing like bullish PDOs being respected and bearish ones being disrespected. And what do we get here? As you can see, we are slowly starting to grind higher back up to these relative equal highs nearly up here on ES. They were amazing, these relative equal highs. So what did I want to see? I wanted to see 930 manipulate us lower, right? Because there's no high impact news, that naturally means I want 930 to be the manipulator, and then we can ride the distribution higher in the way of our bias, right? So this is 930 here, right? So this is our SMT, just like this, and you can see at open, right, this is our SMT. The Dow took that low while NQ and ES failed. So if I go to the 15 minute, for example, I've skipped a bit far here. If we go to the 15 minute, you can see we have, what is this? What is this? What do you view this as? Accumulation, manipulation inside the key level. And then now we want to ride the distribution higher. Pretty simple, right? So from here, you need to frame an entry, right? We've got our manipulation, which makes it 10 times better. We've got our draw, which is this buy side up here, just like this, right? So from there, what do we need to see? We need to see an entry function, right? Either an order block, an inverse value gap, or a breaker block. And what do we get? What's the first thing that you see? I see a breaker block, right? So this was the low that got swept just here, right? Like this. This was the low that got swept. And then this is our breaker block once this candle closed over it here. And then we get an entry at 945. So I set my orders here, right? And I had my stop at this 930 low, because if that low got ran, then it would be an invalidation point. My entry was a bit lower down. I actually had a better entry. I got in a bit late. So 2R for me was here, right? And from here, we can go and speed up a bit. So you can see we get this very close, sort of candle, right? So inside here, we've got an inverse fair value gap, and we got a 15 minute fair value gap, right? This is a unicorn now. So I had people come on my TikTok when they were down here. I had 120 viewers watching me trade this, right? I was not worried about what was going to happen, okay? I just wanted to trust the model and let the plan play out, right? I've done my analysis. I've done everything I could do. Now the trade is not in my hands, okay? So here's our breaker block tag. This is a unicorn model now. So from here, what do we want to see? We want to see this buy side up here, trade back towards the weekly open. So I went break even, just like this, after this expansion move. And you can see how powerful the distribution is. So then what do we get? We get our open, we take my TP, right? And we still end up going up. We rebalance this 15 minute fair value gap, and we still go higher to the draw. So just a simple breakdown. As you can see, if you look back through all of my channel, all of my trade breakdowns, everything like that, you'll see how alike all these trades I take are, right? SMT, high time frame key level, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and then we're just trying to trade the distribution, right? So I'll put the trade executions somewhere on the screen here. You can see my trade copia, you can see my trade executions. There's also around 60 to 70 people that should vouch for watching me trade it live. I called it all live. Loads of people took it. But yeah, I hope you have a good day, and I hope you learned something today. And we will go again tomorrow.